What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and welcome to the very first episode of Top 5 Emblems in Infinite Warfare. The Emblem Editor has been out for about a week, and as of right now, we've got some really awesome submissions for the Top 5 Emblems. So, if you want to submit more emblems for a future video, the way to do so is send me a high-resolution screenshot on Twitter. My Twitter link is down in the description, or you can just send it to @Inkslasher. So it is pretty impressive, but even though the Emblem Editor just came out, we already have some pretty impressive emblems to look at. So get off of Pornhub, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of Top 5 Emblems. So coming in at number 5, we've got one by Elite Goblin, and this is a theme we've seen many times before back in Black Ops 3. So what this is it's a shadow concept. So he took the soldier and added to it, and what this allows people to do, since it's a shadow, they don't actually have to put any texture on the body or anything like this. But what it allows people to do is make the rest of the picture a lot more detailed. For example, the gravestone, the texture in the sky, texture around the moon or sun, whatever that is, and anything like that. It allows the person to do a little bit more with the minimal textures you are allowed to use in the game. And this is a great example of that. A lot of detail in the little areas. Even if you look at the legs of the soldiers, you can see the guns or knives coming out of his pockets. It's really well done, so great job, Elite Goblin. Up next, we've got one by N97, a guy who made absolute beautiful emblems back in Black Ops 3, and he continues into Infinite Warfare. So here, we've got the All Ghilled Up, one of the most popular missions from Call of Duty 4, and he does just an incredible job at making this. The detail in the ghillie suit and everything, even in the weapon, is extremely well done. Now, speaking back about the whole shadow concept, since he had to put so much detail into the actual ghillie suit and the weapon, he wasn't really able to do anything with the background. That's where you see the difference between the shadow concept emblems and this emblem right here. But this emblem, the detail, like I said, in the weapon and in the ghillie suit is what makes this one really amazing and a deserving of the spot on the top 5 emblems. Coming in at number 3 this week, we've got one by Combat Killer YT on YouTube, and this one, he is very clearly a fan of the Chicago Cubs, because if you didn't already know, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series of Baseball this year, and when you do win the World Series of Baseball, you get the trophy that you see here, the Commissioner's Trophy, and the amount of detail in the trophy is really what impresses me on this one, because I think the Cubs logo, anyone could really make that, but the trophy itself, whether it comes down to the fade on the color on every single one of the flags or any little bit of the trophy, is extremely well done. Not to mention, if it was just the trophy in this emblem, I think it would almost be deserving of a spot, but to combine it with the Cubs logo, very smart, and I think it looks very great and deserving of a spot on the top 5 emblems. Coming in at number 2, we've got one by Vileself, a guy who created absolutely amazing paint jobs back in Black Ops 3 and now in Infinite Warfare, creating an amazing Darth Vader mask here. Now, what I will say is that I think he put the black in all the right spots, shading in all the perfect places. If you look at the top of the helmet, you can see the shading on the top of it, and I think that's incredibly well done. The one thing I will say is the Emblem Editor in Infinite Warfare, I don't think has the ability to shade certain objects quite as well as Black Ops 3 did, and I think the Black Ops 3 Emblem Editor really excelled in that area, and I'm curious to see the more time people get hands-on with this Emblem Editor, if they're gonna just slowly excel at shading in this game as well, or if that was just a Black Ops 3 thing that Emblem Editor and Paint Job Editor did extremely well. Only time will tell for that, but as far as this emblem, incredibly well done by Vileself, and I think definitely deserving of the second spot on the list. And coming in at number 1, we have an emblem from a guy who's already had an emblem on this video, N97, but I don't know how you could not put this emblem at number 1. So very clearly, this is a bullet, but it is so realistic. It is absolutely insane. This may be the most realistic emblem I have seen out of all of the emblems in Infinite Warfare so far, even down to the shading on the bullet to make it look round, and even more specifically, if you look at the bullet, you can actually see the reflection from the table or ground or whatever surface the bullet is sitting on in the reflection on the bullet, which is absolutely insane amount of detail he put into this, and I think just with how realistic this emblem actually looks, I think that's why I decided to put this one at number 1 this week. But guys, if you disagree with the order that I put these emblems in, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, I would really greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It always helps out the channel, and it really shows me that you guys want to see more videos like this one. Speaking of which, if you want to get your emblems featured on a future episode of the top 5 emblems, the way way to do so is send a high-resolution screenshot to me on Twitter. My Twitter link is down in the description, or you can just send it at Inkslasher. Also, everyone who submitted an emblem today whose YouTube channel I could find will be linked down in the description. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, all of that crap down in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, guys, peace out.